Welcome to ARIMA modeling in Python. In this lesson, you will learn how to use ARIMA models to forecast time series data. We will start with the basics and work our way up to making real forecasts using a real-world dataset. Let us get started. Running the cell now. First, let us make Python quiet by ignoring warnings. We are adding this code so warning messages will not distract you. We import the warnings library. We turn off warning messages. Running the cell now. Practice, try commenting out this code to see if your output changes. What is ARIMA? ARIMA stands for Autoregressive Integrated Moving Average. It is a popular model used for analyzing and forecasting time series data. We use ARIMA when our data points are connected by time, like sales by month or temperature by day. Running the cell now. Let us get our basic tools ready, pandas for data and matplotlib for charts. This comment tells us that these are the main tools for handling our data. We import pandas, which helps us work with tables of data. We import matplotlib.pyplot, which helps us make charts and plots. Running the cell now. Run this code even if you are not sure what these libraries do yet. Now we will load a real dataset. This one tracks airline passengers over time. This comment shows we are about to get our data ready. We save the link to our dataset as a variable named URL. We use pandas to read the CSV file from the internet and save it as df. Think of df as a table. We print the shape to see how many rows and columns we have. We print the first few rows to look at the data. Running the cell now. Can you find what years this data covers? Let us look at our data as a simple line chart. This line tells us we are making a picture of the data. We set the plot size. We plot the number of passengers over time. We add a title to the chart. We label the x-axis. Here, each point is a month. We label the y-axis. It shows number of passengers. We show the chart so we can see it. Running the cell now. Notice how the data goes up and down with the seasons. What makes a time series stationary? For ARIMA, our data should not have a clear trend or changing average. When a series has no trend, it is called stationary. Stationarity helps ARIMA make better predictions. Running the cell now. Let us see if our data has a trend or if it is stationary. We check using a rolling mean. This comment tells us we are checking for a trend. We calculate a rolling mean over 12 months. This helps us see the average over 1-year windows. We set up the chart size. We plot the original number of passengers. We plot the rolling mean to show the long-term average. We show the legend so we can tell which line is which. We give our chart a title. We show the chart. Running the cell now. Practice, notice if the rolling mean changes over time. If the data has a trend, we can make it stationary. We do this by differencing. This line explains we are transforming our data. We subtract each value from the one before it. This shows the change each month. We remove any missing values. The first value will be missing because there is nothing to subtract. We set up a chart. We plot the difference data to see how changes look. We add a title. We label the x-axis. We label the y-axis. We show the plot. Running the cell now. What happens if you difference twice? What is ARIMA PDQ? P, number of past values to use, called autoregression. D, times to difference your data. Q, number of past forecast errors to use, called moving average. The right choice for these numbers is important for good forecasts. Running the cell now. We are ready to use the ARIMA model now. The comment tells us we are about to load the ARIMA model. We import ARIMA from the Stats Models library. This lets us build time series models. Running the cell now. Try searching online for Stats Models ARIMA to learn more options. Let us split our data into two parts. We will train our model, then test how it does on future data. This line tells us we are dividing up the data. We choose 80% for training. We save the first part for training our ARIMA. We save the last part for testing predictions. We print how many training rows there are. We print how many test rows there are. Running the cell now. Practice, try using 70% or 90% and see what changes. Now we will create our first ARIMA model. We will use the classic starting values, P equals 1, D equals 1, Q equals 1. This line reminds us what we are doing. We tell ARIMA what our training data is and set the P, D, and Q values. We fit the model. This means ARIMA learns from our data. We print a summary. This shows details about how the model performed. Running the cell now. Notice, ARIMA model summaries are detailed. That is normal. Let us use our trained model to predict the values in the test set. This comment tells us we will make predictions now. We use our model to predict from the end of training to the last date. We use TYP equals levels so predictions match the original scale. We print the first few predictions to see how the model did. Running the cell now. Try, change P, D, or Q and see if predictions get better or worse. Now, let us see how well our ARIMA model predicted the real data. This line tells us we are about to compare the real data and the predictions. We set the plot size. We plot the true test values. We plot our predicted values. We show the legend. We add a title to the chart. We show the plot. Running the cell now. Could you tell if our model predicted the trend well? Let us measure how close our predictions are to the real values. We use a score called MAE. We are about to check how accurate our model is. We import a tool from Sklern called mean absolute error. It measures average prediction mistake. We calculate MAE using real and predicted values. We print the MAE, rounded to 2 decimal places. Running the cell now. The lower the MAE, the better. Let us try forecasting farther ahead. You can type a number of months to look into the future. This line is asking the user how many steps ahead to forecast. Running the cell now. Try, type 12 to see a 1-year forecast. Let us make future predictions for as many steps as you chose. We are making predictions for the future now. We forecast the number of months given by horizon. We print these future predicted values. Running the cell now. Would you use this to plan airline staffing? Let us visualize our actual data and our ARIMA forecast on the same chart. We are putting our forecast and data together in a chart. We set a large chart size. We plot all the real passenger numbers. We set X values for our future predictions. We plot the future forecast with a dashed red line. We display the legend. We give the chart a title. We show the plot. Running the cell now. Practice, try forecasting farther, or try a different dataset. Tips for improving ARIMA results. Try more values for P, D, and Q. Pre-process the data to make it stationary. Use more data if you can. Seasonal ARIMA, also called SARIMA, Models can capture repeated patterns. Better models often come from some experiment and practice. Running the cell now. Sometimes the ARIMA model may not work right away. Here are some common things to check. Troubleshooting tips in the comments show common problems and fixes. Check for missing values by using ISNL and SUM. Try changing the model settings, make P, D, or Q smaller or larger. If your data is not stationary, difference it again or try log transforms. This line prints how many missing values each column has. Running the cell now. Tip: the ARIMA models can be tricky. Do not get discouraged. Ready for a challenge? Try using ARIMA on a different dataset or column. The comment suggests how you can apply your new skill in another project. For example, you could try the shampoo sales data available online. Running the cell now. Challenge: try all the steps above with the shampoo sales dataset. Recap. You loaded real-world airline data. You explored the trend and made the data stationary. You built and tested your first ARIMA model. You learned how to compare predictions and improve your skills. Great work learning ARIMA forecasting in Python. Running the cell now. Thanks for joining the Python ARIMA lesson. Do you want to see more real Python and data lessons? Subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments what you would like to learn next. Happy coding and forecasting. Running the cell now. Call to action: like and subscribe for more data science tutorials.